Hey sis, Merry Christmas. I really wish you would come home. I miss you a lot and I miss all of you guys. Anyway, I didn't know what I was gonna get you for Christmas. So I got you a pillow pet and I was like, well, I'm not just gonna get her a pillow pet. But anyway, I figured I would wrap up all the clothes that I somehow acquired from you and put a nice bow on them in addition to your Christmas gift, but I'm not good at wrapping. So thought I would give you a nice little fashion show of all of the clothes that you'll get back the next time that I see you, because they're overdue. Let's start with number one, the Carolina Tar Heel shirt. I don't even really, don't tell anybody. I know you're probably going to smack me through the computer, but I don't like Carolina. Whatever. Let's see what we got here. Nice hoodie, Hollister. You'll get this back. Half of these clothes, I don't even know how I got all this. Basketball shorts. Let's see. Want to count them up? That's a lot. Item number 3. Item number 4. I'm surprised you're not missing your basketball shorts because I sure do have a lot of them. Oh, that's really item number 5 because I forgot this shirt. Item number 6. The shirt that you just acquired from somebody else that you never gave back. Let's see. Item number 7. It's been put to good use. Item number 8. And I think that's it. You really need to get this stuff back. Okay. I don't know if this is a cheesy gift, but it's almost a gift to myself, if that doesn't sound bad. But in honor of the 25 days of Christmas, I wanted to go over 25 frozen moments. That's what I call them. It's like a frozen moment is something that's like stuck in your head. It's like a picture. It's almost like, how stuff, it seems like stuff will happen like a long time ago. It's stuff that is just, feels like it was just yesterday. Maybe it was just yesterday in some events, but it's like really clear. It's a clear picture of stuff that you just will never forget. It's almost like the video bank in your head. Starting off with frozen moment number 1. Don't look at my nails, they're bad. Frozen moment number 1 is day 1, the first day that we met. You said for you that you just remembered that moment. Put it on the computer screen very clearly. I do. I remember everything that you said, all that kind of stuff. And I think we both have that memory in our head, so I'm not gonna elaborate too much. Coming in, the top 25 days of Christmas and moments of Christmas. Number 2, that was the first time you picked me up for church, and you finally got me to sing in the car, and we sang Amazing Grace because that was the only church song that I knew. And we sang Secret Place because I'd heard it on one of your little ECU gospel choir groups things on Facebook, and I really liked that song. And you taught it to me in the car. And that's just something that was frozen moment for me. Coming in, moment number 3. These are in order, by the way. I tried my best to put them in chronological order. Moment number 3 was the first time that I heard you preach at your church. You don't remember this, but you were wearing a pink shirt and a black skirt. And that was back when your hair was like, you know. And I brought Janelle to come see you, and I was just really amazed. I mean, you did really good. Just packed the house in there. Pack the house night. Frozen moment number 4. When you were my cabin leader the very first year of camp, and all the crazy moments in the cabin. Whenever I finally learned what cupcaking was, because I was thinking about the dessert, and whenever I fell off the bed, but you really didn't believe me, but I really did, because I had the bruise a week later. But anyway, stick that on the computer screen. Frozen moment number 5. It took place after camp, and it was the 3D4C call. It was back whenever you did like the video ones, you know. I accidentally called in, and ironically enough, the time that I called in, you were asking for Bible verses to win, you know, the little bracelets. Not rocking mine right now, but you know. And I accidentally called in, and you were like, okay, well, since you called in, what's your favorite Bible verse? And I didn't know any. So you were like, she likes all the Bible verses. She's like, she likes the whole thing. And I looked really dumb. But I know some now, so we're moving. Frozen moment number 6. My birthday party. I remember as soon as I got out the limo, you were right there screaming, going crazy, and that video you made and all that kind of stuff. And that was a good moment. I didn't think you were going to come, and then you came. I was excited. Frozen moment number 7 was, for me, was camp this past year. It was senior camp. The talk, I call it the camp talk, that we had with Katia and Kataya, and we were up in the sound booth, and you know, just talking about everything, and you know, we were talking to them, and she came up, and just how crazy everything's been, and you know, all that kind of stuff. I won't talk about that too much. Frozen moment number 8 was our double date with, you know, Teddy and Brandon. I think we almost had more fun, like, with each other than we had with them. They're kind of lame, but anyway, you know, I think that's pretty frozen. Our parking lot dances and our Waffle House visit and all that kind of stuff. It was a fun night with crazy people, but it was a fun night. Frozen moment number 9. That's a really bad 9. Don't judge my handwriting. Cheerlead camp, whenever Madison was doing her gymnastics and you helped out, and we spotted you on a back handspring. So, moment number 10, moment number 10 it's kind of a combined one on this one. All the times that, you know, you were preaching, like in Siler City and all these places, and every time we would go, they'd be like these little churches with like 3 people, and it was just exciting because I got to be there for that. And, you know, I had fun. And even though it was just like nobody was there, I still had a good time. Frozen moment number 11. I call it FaceTime. The time that, we were both kind of just going through a lot of stuff, and we were in your room, and we just, got down and just prayed right on the spot. I had started praying, and I didn't even know that you were praying with me till I got up. And I just thought that was a good moment that, even though we still hang out and, act crazy all the time, we still pray together, and, not just in church, and not just, in groups. It was just, a good prayer time. Frozen moment number 12. The bike ride. The time after we had hung out the whole summer, we were both at the house, and we got on the bikes and we rode our bikes up to the store. And that was like the first time that I got on a bike in like a lot of years. And it was just nice because I felt like a little kid again. And it felt like, we were like 8 years old, acting crazy. But I had a good time. Number 13. I think it was the we were on the sofa watching all those old night cartoons from the 90s, watching Rugrats and Hey Arnold and all of that, bringing back some memories. Frozen moment number 14. Number 14. Oh, the time you finally got me to sing for Stacy and Audwin, and I don't know, whoever else was there, Press in Your Presence, and then kept making me sing other songs that I really didn't want to sing, but lucky number 14, there you go. 15 in the frozen moments. So this was after our whole summer of hanging out every single day. It was time for you to go back to school. And I was so depressed because I was like, what am I going to do? After every single day we're hanging out, I don't know what I'm going to do. The day I snuck on campus with you, and I sat in your class and took a quiz in whatever class that was, and he didn't even know I wasn't supposed to be there. Coming in number 16, I hate Mondays. I tweeted that I hated Mondays because I was having a really bad day, and you were like, I'm going to make you love Mondays. So you came and picked me up, and we went to Tokyo Express, and then we started Monday night prayer. And you know how I love Monday night prayer. And I literally cried whenever they changed it to Wednesday. But anyway, it was just like, that became my favorite day of the week. Because moment number 16, coming in, frozen moment number 17, the time that we were at the youth revival, or I don't know, something, and we prayed for that girl who was having back pain, and then suddenly she was able to hear out of her ear after she was deaf in one ear or something. That's a frozen moment because it was just like, you just grabbed me and you're like, hey, come pray with me for this girl, and it was just something that we did together, and we both prayed together, and miracles happen. Frozen moment number 18. Lucky number 18, even though I wrote it sloppy. Whenever we sang Adoration in the car for the first time, it was the first time that we ever sung a song together, and the first time that I sang in the second time I sang in the car. The second time I sang in the car for you. Number 19. Cheerlead camp. Oh, competition. I have really bad handwriting, apparently. Was on the way back from the cheerlead competition. We were just acting crazy, and the guys were like, rubbernecking? And you were like ready to follow them off their exit and kill them. And I was kind of scared, but whatever. I thought that was kind of funny. We were like singing the whole way there, the whole way back. And I couldn't hit the T-Pain's note because it was too low. Or too high. Yeah, I couldn't even hit T-Pain's note because it was early in the morning. Moment number 20. The day that I became an official member of Stanton Place. And that day was just interesting for me because I really wasn't expecting it. Like, I just really was not. I didn't even want to go up there that day. And, they called me up there, and, Mom was like, Ashton, go up there with her. And he came up there with me, and it was just like, it was special for me because, initially whenever I even wanted to, the first time I met you, you were there telling me about God. The first time that I went to camp and actually went into worship mode, you're right there. The time that I got saved, you were standing right there. And, becoming a member of a church, that was a big step for me. And once again, you were standing right there. And, it was just a big deal that, every major transition, it was like you were standing right there beside me. And it's like not even in the rhetorical sense. It's like, you were literally standing right there. And just to, go through something that was such a big deal to me and to have you right there, it meant a lot to me. And even though I was like, I hit the floor for a good 30 minutes, never sat down. And it was just reassuring to me to, look over and be able to have you there. Present moment number 21 was this past Thanksgiving. Even though you were sick at the beginning, once you started to feel better, I think that's actually, that was the time that I got this jacket from you. It was just nice, we were looking at all the family pictures and hanging out, and it was just a good Thanksgiving. I thought it was a good Thanksgiving. Frozen moment number 22. This one is not a good frozen moment. This one was a bad frozen moment. Whenever that guy pushed the cart out at Harris Teeter, and you started made me roll down my window and started yelling at him. And I just was ducking. Yeah. Thanks, Ash. Thanks. Moving on. Frozen moment number 23. This one's a combined one. It kind of messes up my chronological order, but it's a lot of things. From your, coming to all my cheerleading, I think you were there for Deshaun at that point, but you still came to see me too. Or you said that. to see me cheer on Friday nights. All of the basketball games that you showed up at, and I was always excited whenever you were there. And whenever you came to my homecoming thing. So number 23 is just overall support for the fact that you've been there. Moment number 24, we're nearing up on the 25th days of Christmas. 25 days of Christmas. The day you left for Florida. It was a sad one. I was devastated. I still am, but whatever. And coming in last but not least, number 25. I am just now realizing that all of these numbers are backwards to you. Okay, well, anyway, moment number 25 was the Christmas play. And for me, it wasn't being in the Christmas play. I mean, I had fun being in the Christmas play, but whatever. It wasn't singing after, because that was terrible, and I don't even want to talk about it. It wasn't even watching the video with you guys, because I went upstairs and I didn't want to see it. It was actually 2 days ago, or yesterday, somebody gave me a copy of the DVD at church this past Sunday, and I was watching the video, I was like, ugh, here comes this song, and I was like, okay, that sounds really bad. But then I was looking around, trying to look at everybody but me, and I looked, and I was like, what is Ashton doing? So I rewinded it, and you were over there going crazy. I think you were nervous because you thought I was going to stop or something, which is understandable because I always did stop. But you were up there. It's funny, actually, watching the video, going crazy and stuff while I was singing, because you were like, you could just see the tension and the anticipation in your face. It was just, and it was interesting, and it was just like, I don't know. It was good to watch that, once again, even though we were in a play setting, focusing on the play, probably should have been looking at the audience, that you were still there for me 100%. And those are the 25 frozen moments for me. And I have a lot of sticky notes. But I just, I just kind of wanted to say thank you for being there. We argue a lot sometimes, and we have our moments, and we fight, and we argue some more. But, maybe we argue just enough, or maybe not enough. We could probably argue about that too. But for every argument we have like 50 more moments that we look back on, and are good memories and of good times that we have, where we're there for each other and supporting each other, and to me that means a lot, because whenever you have like a friend or something like that, or somebody, we have a bunch of sisters, we claim, this and that, but most of your friends, you don't fight with them, because you know that one little thing, and that's going to be the end of the friendship. I mean, that's just how it is. But with us, we know that even whenever we fight and when we argue, that we're still going to be there at the end of the day. And that's a good, you're a good person, and I'm glad that I have you in my life. And I just hope that we have more frozen moments. One Sunday we were in the car. I could have put this on the list too. There were like 1,000 I could think of, so I had to minimize it to 25. there was one time that we were in the car, and I think it was me, you, maybe Shade and Stone too, and we were talking about you know, just the future and how many kids we're gonna have and all that kind of stuff. And we were talking about how big our family cookouts would be and how we'd have like 50 kids running around between all of us. Um, and I just hope that we're able to, you know, have that and, you know, have a big family and do all of those things that, you know, we all talked about and we all plan. Um, but the big deal about this whole 25 Frozen moments, 25 days of Christmas, um, you know, you were really on my mind today because this is the first Christmas, even last year, this is the first Christmas that I really understood the full meaning of Christmas, if that makes sense. Um, you know, like, I always knew what it was about,